I don't know what to say after that other than I really want a copy of that so I can send it to my mother right away. And she'll know that I do something useful for a living. But can I just say that I'm just so honored to be in such great company. Everything that was said about Ed is just so true. I thought immediately back to when I was co-chairing the Homeless Commission, and he stopped in for a conversation about what do you do about homelessness and how do you develop housing for extremely low-income families. We had a little chit-chat, and within a week, I had a report on my desk. This is how you can do it, this is how you can put the money together, and guess what? I have a couple of deals that you can put some of that money in right now. I loved talking to him and working with him. It was really wonderful. And Howard, you know how I feel about you. Yeah, you know what I meant. But it does feel tonight as if we've all come through some really challenging times, doesn't it? Times that none of us really expected, but I do remember a couple of years ago feeling like there was a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety in the industry, and we wondered, you know, would the equity markets ever come back? Would we be able to respond? And I think that's what I love about all of you and this industry is just how tenacious we all are. We have really been able to just keep our nose to the job, to the task at hand, and have pulled through pretty amazingly. I'm truly grateful to Governor Patrick for giving me the opportunity to influence the state's response to housing. And he, you know, you have to be careful what you ask for because he'll give it. You know, if you have an idea and you're interested, he'll give it. So the Department of Housing now has responsibility for homelessness, for homeless shelters, all the way through to implementing some of our ideas about, well, how do we operate on the other end of the spectrum too? What about workforce housing at a time when accommodating workers and encouraging employers to bring more people on and grow more jobs is so critically important. We've even been able to embed in the economic development bill that was recently passed a tax incentive program to support market rate housing, because we do have those gateway communities in other areas that they're improving, they need income diversity, developers need a little incentive to close the gap so that you can put some market units in these deals and have it all work. So it's been a very, very exciting time. I want to thank NH&RA and especially a few of your board members who have been such important players. David was on the housing transition team for the governor and was an important advisor in the first few weeks, but it never stopped. David Abramowitz answers my phone calls and gives me advice and makes introductions and may crack a few jokes along the way to make it all pleasant from the very beginning of the administration until now, and I'm just so happy that you were able to make some remarks and introduce me tonight because you've really been there all along. Howard Cohen has lent his experience, his perspective, and thank you. Even when we were going through homelessness, you lent your portfolio so that we could move people out of shelters and out of hotels and get them off the street. That's been terrific. Larry Curtis has come up with phenomenal ideas. He doesn't just come up with the ideas, he names them too. Like, you can do this kind of program and let's call it instant housing. And all I need is XYZ to get it done, and you actually run a couple of deals where it would work, and it actually did. So thank you for all of that, because a lot of those ideas solve some of our most difficult development problems. And Steve Nolan, I know, is here. I actually don't interface with Steve directly very often, but I must call him out because Steve really shouldered an unbelievable share of the closings of a lot of the STEM deals, the TCAP, TCX deals, without which we would not have been able to commit $170 million in such an incredibly short period of time. So I want to wrap it up, but I have to acknowledge the staff at DHCD, which is phenomenal, and without which we could not have committed over $770 million in this administration for over 8,500 units of rental housing. and without whom we would never have been able to get that preservation bill passed or put together that preservation advisory board and a $150 million revolving fund, which allows us to gain site control over those developments that we critically need here and keep all of those units affordable. So to all of you, thank you very much. And more than anything else, thank you for the relationship. Thanks for the respect, for the open door, and for all the feedback. I really appreciate it.